Welcome to another Yoga or Home Friday moment. I'm Gina Reinhart, also known as Gina Yogini, have Yoga Mat Will Travel, and here I am in my cute little yoga studio, getting ready to go to fitness. I've got a bunch of things planned through the day, including laundry, but here I am. I've done my morning rituals, and I'm ready to just get on the road. And so I want to talk with my lovely subscribers who I appreciate so much. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. I just want to start with the basics. We're going to do foundation first of Tadasana pose. So my feet are squared out on the mat. My ball mounts of my big toe and on my pinky toes are firmly on the ground, and my toes are spread out, and then my heels are equally balanced. The inside and the outside of my heels are just square on the floor. And as I work up my body, my knees don't lock, my hips are over my heels, my shoulders are over my hips, and my ears are over my shoulders, and then I just pull that golden thread to lift me a little bit higher as my belly comes in. And I'm looking in my mirror, which you've seen in that Mirror YouTube a while back, and I can look and see that, yes, Gina, you're pretty straight. And then if I turn sideways and face you, I can also check my alignment. It's a magic of mirrors. And then also you just want to shine your hands forward. Be proud in your mountain pose. You're able to, when you have your hands shining forward, your shoulders go back and your chest comes out and you're just proud in your Tadasana. And so you can notice that if you relax your hands, your shoulders just have a natural tendency to go forward, which is what we do when we're scrolling on our phones or on our computer or driving. So bring those shoulders back, really emphasize, and then just take another couple breaths. From here, I've talked about the squat. We're going to work into the squat. And the reason the squat's important, not only because it helps us be small, but it's the first pose when I'm practicing with the 5 element theories of water. The 5 element theory is taught by Lauren Walker of Energy Medicine Yoga. The 5 elements are water, and it has a spot right here above at our right hip, which is associated with winter and the birth of an idea. And then here at the right lower rib is the wood element, which is spring, and it's the growing of that thought. And then you go to summer here in the solar plexus. The solar plexus is where all our creativity comes from, and you can just feel the creative forces when you're just engaged with that fire element. Here on the left lower rib is the earth element, and the earth is associated with the equinoxes and transitional times, like the solstices and the equinoxes. And then down here is the fall element. This is the metal element, and this is where we just kind of go through a full process of all the different creating an idea, getting energetic, and just bursting through with the creativity, and then the transition of just how it works with your system, and then down to the metal element, which is just getting ready to transition again through the whole cycle over and over and over. So in water, I'm going to read to you from Lauren Walker a handout on the water element. Water is a source, the place where all is possible and from where all energy emerges. The main emotion that causes problems when water is out of balance is fear, one of the most debilitating and dangerous emotions. Turning our fear into hope, trust, faith, or courage is the balm we need to help us thrive. In the depths of water, if you can hope for one small thing, it can pull you out of the water. That's what you need when you're in that deep. So, the peak pose for the water element to get your juices flowing, to come from that birth of an idea or the fear that you want to release, starts in a squat. And so I have some props. I can't go directly into a squat without raising my heels a little bit. So I've got my little beanbag under my heels so that when I go down into that squat, I don't fall backwards into the wall because my heels don't go down and then I fall backwards. It's first nice in a squat to, I've talked about this before, put a squishy or rolled up towel, something behind your knees to give your knees some support, and it's just a comfortable thing to do. It helps wake my knees up every morning. And then I'll move this out of the way. For the peak element, it's called blowing out the candle. So each element also has its own sound, and the sound with the water element is WHO. And so to do this pose, you're going to have one hand wrapped around your knees. It doesn't matter which one. It can be left or right. And then put the other one in front of you for support. And what you'll do is you're going to take a nice inhale as you tuck your head and become the smallest little seed you can be. In the nose, and then you're going to blow it out. Like you're blowing out a candle, blowing away that fear. I'm going to do that a couple more times. Inhaling in. Then exhaling with that whoo out. I'm enjoying this squat so much, I want to just add a little bit more information on the squat. So here, I like to get a foam roller, something that's got even more support. And look, it just raised me up into a higher squat. And then I can work it down my calf muscle, which is that second heart pump that we have. And so I'm just kind of working out the juices of my calf muscles. And I can go all the way down to my Achilles tendon and really work on loosening them up because mine are tight. And maybe if I keep doing this enough, I'll be able to move away that thing on the bottom and go flat. But obviously, it's not today. So let me get back up in my strong Tadasana, and I just want to wish everybody a wonderful